Yeah, one of my most recent World War II builds is at 6K,
Oh,
and my
nice.
most recent Star Wars is only at 250. So
Heck yeah.
it's like, what the heck, man?
Right? I feel you. I feel you. Do you ever do any shorts stuff?
No,
Yeah.
I need to upload another video.
Same, dude. Same. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Late Night Lego. I'm your host, Drew Bricks. We have a special guest here today, Tyler TNF. Um, Before we get into that and introducing him, you can find these shows on YouTube currently right now, but hopefully soon on Spotify, iTunes, and anywhere else you stream things, I guess. But yeah, what is up, Tyler? How's it going, man?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm excited to do this with you. We were talking a little bit before, so I'm excited to
Yeah.
discuss more and more about what we got in store.
Yeah, for sure,
So,
man.
so I guess to start off first, um, let's hear about your story and how you got into Lego.
Oh gosh. I feel like this is a long one for everybody, but
Sure, sure.
it started probably. I was a very young kid. I mean, that's probably one of the earliest Christmas presents I remember
Yeah.
was Lego.
Right.
Um, and my entire childhood I was into Lego.
Yeah.
All through elementary school. Then came middle school, and I don't know what it was. I guess it was probably that trying to fit in thing, when it was like,
Sure.
oh no, Legos are for kids and all that stuff. So I just, I kind of phased out for a while, and of course, that was the what was that? That was the 20, 15,
Yeah.
2013, that those years. So I missed out on quite a decent amount of sets.
Right.
Um, yeah, I've yet to get a gunship. So I'm going.
Really.
Yes, I am going.
Really.
I'm going to get the Coruscant Guard gunship just because I have yet to get one.
Oh, dude, you need to get one. You
No,
need to get one.
for
You
sure.
100% need to get
For
one.
sure. So I've ended up missing out on a lot of sets, and every through middle school, every once in a while, I'd be like, oh hey, that's cool, or I'd get on my Instagram because I've always had that,
Yeah.
and I'd just scroll through and see what people were up to, and then what happened? So I've always had my space in the office area. I have the far right corner and away from mom and dad's desk, and there's mine with all the Lego and the big mess.
Right. Right.
And mom, we were cleaning out the house, and mom was like, "Hey, if you're not doing this, pack it all up."
Yeah.
So I'd go over and I'm starting putting stuff away, but instead of putting stuff away, I end up taking stuff out. I'm like, "Hey,
Right.
this is cool. Look at this." And then it stuck.
Yep.
I
Yep.
went through all of high school, still, collecting, obviously on much less scale because I did not have any time while I was in high school.
Mhm.
Um, and then, yeah, it's pretty much where we are now.
Yeah. So are you in college right now, or did you already finish college, or?
Yeah, I am currently in college. Yes,
Nice. Nice. What
yes.
are you studying?
Um, gosh, right now, I'm starting out. I'm gonna get my business degree.
Good.
And then after that, I'm thinking about going into architecture,
Nice.
or something like that. But it's
Yeah.
just I'm not I'm not one for school. I'm like
Oh, I feel you.
I did my time in high school, and I'm what is it? I'm a sophomore now in college. I should be a junior, but I took a year off
Yeah.
after I graduated. But and I'm just it's not my thing. Like I don't get any obviously you don't get enjoyment out of doing it, but I just don't feel it. I'd much rather work, which I do during the week, but I had to take off Friday today
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I had class this morning. So it's just one of those things, I guess, that you got to get done.
yeah. I
So
know. I feel you.
I'm
I
trying.
feel you. I feel you, dude. Because I was going to school as well, and like I felt the same way. Like I did my time in high school. We'll try this college thing. I had different avenues I thought I might go, and then like all of them didn't work out. And then at the school I was going to, it's like, oh hey, construction management's pretty cool, and so went down that avenue, and I was like, dude, this still sucks. Like I can be working right now at exactly the things that they're teaching me. Just that if I finish this degree, they're just going to make fun of me because I don't have any experience, you know?
Yeah.
And that whole thought process just going through my mind that, like, eventually I just left because it just felt right. And, dude, not having to worry about school has been, like, the greatest relief of my life, man. And just making money feels so nice.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Oh, man.
Um, Trying to balance it is not fun.
Yeah.
But I do relatively decent because I have made sure that my class load is not a lot. I don't
Right.
those people that do. I have friends that are taking 4, 5, 6 classes a semester, and I'm like, you are
Jeez.
ridiculous.
Right?
Like you have
Right?
no free time to do anything.
Exactly.
Um, but no, I only have four.
That's nice.
Um, yeah, and they're three of which are online. I only have
Oh,
one.
okay.
I only have one in-person class, which is Monday night, so I'm able to go to work and then go to class, and then I have another class on Friday. So
Gotcha.
not bad. It
Yeah.
is very much so doable, and of course, the online classes you can get away with, a little wink, wink, and a nod, and hey, there's my phone. Look at that. I know the
Exactly, dude.
answer. I mean,
Exactly.
you know, I just took my midterms last week, and
Oh yeah.
all of all of the ones online, the three online, it was like, oh, open notes, open textbook. So I'm like, well,
Yeah.
what the heck you expect me to do, right? Come on,
Exactly.
come on,
Exactly. Come on, make it a little bit harder for me.
exactly. So, but no, I mean, I made a B plus on both of them or all of them, and I'm like,
Heck yeah.
sweet,
Yeah.
sweet.
Solid, solid. That's what we like to hear. Yeah, no, that's what I remember. Cause like before I came out to Tennessee, I took a class like to like get like a jump start at the school in Tennessee that I was going to,
Yeah,
and it was for personal finance because that was like one of the first things you had to take to get into business school and whatever.
yeah.
And I remember like he's like, oh yeah, it's cool. Like he was like very chill, very da, da, da. So I would just go on my phone because I'd wake up at 6 a.m. every morning to go to this class because it was at 9 a.m. over here on the east side. And I was like, I realized that's when the trade market opened up. So I just started doing trading and investing stuff right as it opened up
Nice,
during class. And I was like, this is the way to go, man.
nice,
I'm like, I actually made money from a class.
nice.
But yeah. Oh. So you're a part of a few groups. One being the Boba Fett Lug, right?
Yes, bubble lug.
And
Yes,
Boba Lug and the Builder Squadron and the Dawn of the Empire. What?
yes.
How'd you get affiliated with those guys?
Bobalug I just applied for and got
Okay.
in. I mean, they're I'm not going to say they're dead because they're definitely not. They're still,
Yeah.
they still do, posts and stuff, but just, I'd say probably the one that I am most active in would be Dawn of the Empire.
Mm,
Those are good buddies of
yeah.
mine, and, we regularly talk. And then Builder Squadron's totally dead. I probably should just take that out of my bio, but that was supposed to be the way it started out. It was supposed to be because it started a while ago. Was supposed to rival Rebel Lug because
Ah,
that was before Empire Lug ever came about.
right.
But stuff happened and phased out, and they used to have a bunch of more posts. I don't even,
Mm,
to be honest, have know who has access to the account
yeah.
now. But yeah, that's about it, really.
Yeah. So is what was it called? The Dawn of the Empire. Is that like local based in Georgia, or is that somewhere
No,
else?
that is weird. There we're all over.
Okay.
It's basically it's basically just a storytelling group. Obviously, not canon. We're trying to go away and from the the main character list and stuff like that. The creator, Stop Motion Boy. I don't know if anybody knows who that is. He's on Instagram.
Right.
He he I mean, he's absolutely fantastic at writing a story.
Yeah.
He's terrific. If you look at any of his posts, you'll see. I mean, he's got 2, 3 paragraphs for everything he does, and
Right.
that's not AI generated. That is
Yeah.
he does that.
No chat GBT.
No, absolutely not. No, and so he writes all this story, and
Mm.
he probably wrote Dawn of the Empire 2 years ago now, and
Mm.
finally, we were him and then a couple of others of us, we were like, why don't we do this?
Yeah.
So it came about, and we did chapter one, chapter two. We just finished chapter three. Yeah, we just finished chapter three, and
Nice.
now we're in a little bit of a intermediate period.
Mm.
There's still some posts coming out for it. Eventually, he is, I think, going to open it up to the public, kind of like Dark Times has done,
Yeah.
and how the other groups have done is everybody can just build a story.
Right. And then like there's those guys that'll do like a big time story all together kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I like going back to being a part of that lug that was like the counterpart of Rebel Lug.
yeah.
I remember being like a part of one called the Republic Lug. Because I remember like they just reached out to me. They're like, "Will you join?" Da, 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 da. I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And it lasted like
Sure.
a solid 2 months, dude. Like
Yeah,
it did not go
that,
very long.
that's how a lot of them do. Because I mean,
Right?
it's hard to establish one. I mean, it
Yeah,
is like
it
you have to
is.
put a lot of effort into scheduling posts and scheduling group
Yeah.
meetings essentially because everybody's schedules are so different. So
Right?
you can decide on, oh hey, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna meet here. We're gonna do, and it just doesn't happen.
Exactly. Exactly. And it like it's like I never realized like I knew like some lugs were very serious and like before like Rebel Lug became one and like where it was just like all very like a community in the sense of like there was no big time internet, like everything was done through Flickr, basically.
Yeah, yeah,
uh like it was very like tight knit, and it still is, which is cool, but it's wild because like I was going to join one in Tennessee, but like I live in Chattanooga, and then there's one that's in Nashville and the other one's in Alabama,
uh,
and they're like it's like a 4 hour or 2 hour drive either way. Like, will you be able to come to any of the meetings? Because like you had to be at every meeting every month in person, and I'm like, oh man, like I'm fine with like communicating over the phone and stuff, but it's hard sometimes, man.
yeah.
And then
No,
like especially back then, like we were all going through like dark was that the age like all the time,
yeah,
especially during those seasons. And so applaud to those guys that stuck all the way through it.
yeah,
but uh, but yeah, it's it's fun being a part of one, but it sure is a lot of work, and you got to have a super strong leader that like won't ever get burnt out, man.
yeah.
Otherwise, like no one follows along and slowly just
It's totally,
dissipates.
yeah, totally.
But yeah. So besides Star Wars, because I know Star Wars is for everyone, you'd probably say your biggest theme, because Lego doesn't do it,
Yeah.
is like definitely World War II, right?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. World War II, I've always been interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those things that being interested in, you get not made fun of, but people end up calling you, can I say that on stream? The N
What?
word, not the NI word, the NA word.
Oh, Oh, a Nazi, yeah, right?
Yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. Anyways, you end up being. I mean, that's one of the big things in the World War II community is like,
Yeah.
oh, you portray a German bunker or what something like
Yeah.
that, and then everyone's like, oh hell, Nazi. And it's just
Yeah.
one of those themes that comes with the territory.
Right.
But I've always been into World War II. In During obviously my early or childhood, it was like I like doing this and I'd love to do this, in Lego.
Hmm.
Um, but Lego World War II is expensive.
Yeah, it is.
It is expensive
It
because
very much so is.
there's no kits. I mean, there is kits, but the only place you have for kits is like Brickmania, and
And
Brickmania,
that's an arm and a leg, man.
exactly, arm and a leg for something, and so I never got into it. And then
Right.
finally, my towards the end of my high school years, when I was working and I had money, I was like, oh, hey, I'm going to buy this fig. And then little
Yeah.
did you know, it just repeats itself over and over. And now in 2 years, I'm probably hitting almost 350 figures.
Wow. Wow.
I've got a ton of different vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got armored cars, tanks, boats, planes. I mean, for both, Axis and Allied forces. So,
Right.
um,
And was that are how much of those are custom made that you've built?
I built one of the planes. I built the boat that I have. And then one of the tanks. I'll tell you firsthand, I am not a vehicle designer. Um, I could probably do 135 because that is, a much bigger scale.
Right.
But I build in 145. It just makes more
Mm,
sense to me as a mock builder because
yeah.
it it's smaller and you're able to, to scale a building better to it than having this big old massive tank that almost takes up an entire base plate.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
I have a couple good friends. Arm, I don't know if you know him, Panzer Brick Labs on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've come across his
he's
profile.
yeah, he's a very good friend of mine. So I have quite a
Nice.
few of his models. Um, so one, I'm trying to, what else? There's quite a few others that I have, their models and stuff from. Just because,
Right.
like I said, I'm not a vehicle designer by any means.
For
So
sure.
it's much easier for me, just like, hey, can I buy those instructions? And then I go on Bricklink and the parts
Yeah.
because they're so small.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really if of course, $30 can be a lot at times, but
Yeah.
that's a heck of a lot cheaper than going and trying to buy a Brickmania kit.
Dude, for real.
So
For
so
real. For real. Like if Brickmania did just sets, I mean, sorry, instructions, I
yeah.
feel like their business wouldn't be as big because I think what is that? Brick Vault kind of dominated that area
Oh,
of like
absolutely.
if you
Yeah.
want something that's like been checked, been built, and will work, it's
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
and they got a
Absolutely.
lot of great stuff. I'm like, because that's where like these two RTs came from,
Yeah.
and because that's from Dave, David or Dave something. I can never remember what his name is, but he's that guy's an awesome builder. But yeah, I just wish Brickmania would be a little cheaper. But they got like so many loyal fans that will buy
They do.
everything that they sell, and
They
and
do.
like it's awesome to them because I mean like the things that I've seen of them, like they seem like quality high top people, and like it's awesome when like they get rewarded that way because like they actually
Yeah.
care about the community, you know.
Yeah. Totally.
But yeah.
Totally.
So kind
I
of,
like.
what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, I just say, it as a whole, I like Brickmania.
Yeah.
Their their kits are good, but I can't justify spending that much on a kit like that. It just doesn't
Yeah.
work for me. The
I feel you.
instruction route is good, but the problem that we have seemed to come across as a community now is bootleg or scam.
Yeah.
So you go and you buy someone's instructions off of you. That's why I mean Instagram. there is so many people on there that have models that they just won't do instructions for because oh, they might sell this one time and then there it goes across the internet for free. So it's kind of
Yep.
it's sad
Yep.
what it's come to because there's a lot of cool things that I would love to have in the World War II community and Star Wars, but
Yeah.
they just won't do instructions for it. And I mean, I totally understand. It's
Yeah.
not at all appropriate.
Right. Right. Yeah. No, I feel that same way. It's like I remember like people would like back when like a few years ago because I kind of came out of the dark age again because I actually have a place to store Lego. Um, I remember people would send me like, "Hey man, I just got these instructions for this Star Wars build. Do you want it for your mock?" And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Where'd you get it from?" And they're like, "Oh, it's this person's build. I have it for free. I just want to give it to you." I'm like, "No, man, like that is just messed up."
it is.
And
It
it's just
is.
like it's sad because it's like someone
Uh-oh. Uh I don't know if you can hear me, but yours seems to have crashed. Well, everybody, this is my show now, so yeah, interesting. Hope everyone, if anyone's here, I hope everyone's doing good. I guess we will hope that he comes back.
back. Sorry about that.
You're good.
I got three other roommates, and I just texted them like, guys, I'm on an important call right now. Can you guys please stay off the Wi-Fi?
Uh,
Oh,
that's
but
funny.
we were talking about insurance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's always a bummer whenever that happens. But
Yeah.
yeah. All right, let's see here. Where were we? Oh, yeah, instructions. Yeah, it's always a bummer whenever that happens. That's why, like, I remember people have asked me because, like, I've built some very small things, and I wouldn't consider them anything great that like anyone else does. But like, I've had people ask me, "Oh, we make instructions for this." I'm like, no, because I'm like, I'm gonna want to charge money, and then people are gonna
Yeah.
like just steal it, and it's just like, I knew I would probably get really upset about that, and it's just I don't want to have to deal with getting upset about.
And gone again.
There we go. Let's see if it'll do it again. Oh,
Hello. Hey.
hello. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I'm really
If
hoping
I
this.
just sent a thing in the private chat, but your camera maybe because I mean, it's fuzzy and cutting in and out, anyways. So if you wanted to
Oh,
cut
gotcha.
the
If I just
camera,
stop the cam,
maybe to free up some
yeah,
bandwidth.
like that. Yeah, I think that might help. Let's see here. Well, yeah, I Wi-Fi is not fun, man.
No, it's not. It's not. That's I'm lucky that the rain's holding out right now.
Right?
We also have
Oh,
fiber optic, so it's relatively good the majority of the time.
oh, that's nice. I want to get some fiber optic, man. That'd be really really nice.
Well worth
Uh,
it.
right? The thing is, like, I'm well, there's like three other renters, but because I'm the fourth person, and so we're kind of at the mercy at whatever the landlord wants to do, and they don't do very much.
Oh, okay. Well, just me again, guys.
All right, hello, hello. Well, I hope this works again because this is getting really annoying that my Wi-Fi keeps going in and out. Let's see here. Hello. Oh, hello.
Hello.
All right, dude. I hope this thing stops. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be pissed at my. Oh, but yeah. Hopefully, we don't get another interruption. There's got to be
All
something. I'm
good.
trying to see if I can connect this to my hotspot, but I don't think I can, which is a bummer. And I don't know if, but anyways, um, yeah, Wi-Fi man, I hate it.
Yep.
um, let's see. Okay. Um, so going back a little bit into how you enjoy World War II and building World War II, what got you started there? Like, what kind of sparked that interest as a kid?
Um, my great grandfather was
Hmm,
he was at Pearl Harbor. Uh, he made it out, but he was one
nice.
of the survivors of Pearl Harbor, and
Yeah.
he went on to fight the rest of the war in the Pacific. And then his brother died in the Atlantic. He was
Oh
sunk by a
man.
German U-boat. Yep,
Wow.
yep,
That's wild.
yep.
That's wild.
So that just that the history that my family has
Yeah.
um, have that just sparked my interest young. I got to meet him, but I was never old enough to sit down and talk with him about it before he died.
Mm.
Um, so just just one of those things.
Yeah. That's super cool. That's
Yeah.
super cool.
Hoping one of these days I can. I've been to Paris, but hoping one of these days I'm able to go back and
Yeah.
do the whole Europe tour sort of thing. Do go to
Yeah.
Normandy and then go to Berlin and all that stuff just to see all the history, man.
Right, right, right. Dude, that would be sick.
Yeah,
That'd be sick. I would, dude, I want to go to Europe so bad, man.
I
Because
went when I
obviously,
was like 5,
yeah,
so it doesn't really count.
no, I feel you. I feel you. But like, cause I'm like super Italian, and I got
Oh,
family in
okay.
Italy, and my parents and my aunt and uncle just went back to Italy and like did the whole tour kind of thing, and then they or what is it? They met our family and got to hang out with them. Like there's like a whole church that like our family built and the whole thing there, and it's like, dude, I want to go so bad. I just want to meet them, man. But hopefully soon. But is going to France the only time you've left the country, or have you left the country other than that? Hello.
Hello. Hey,
Oh, there we
sorry.
go.
I
No, you're good.
I accidentally muted.
Oh,
I've been to France, Canada. I've been to
nice.
Mexico.
No,
I've been, not all over, of course, but I've been quite a few places.
nice.
Been to the Bahamas,
Solid.
Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Costa Rica and the Bahamas is like what, like a 4 hour plane ride for you?
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. That's pretty nice.
yeah.
That's pretty nice.
It was not bad. I have family in Florida, so we drove down to Florida, and then from that drive we went to the Bahamas. I'm trying to think what it was about. I think 2.5 hours from
Mm,
Fort Lauderdale to the Bahamas,
yeah.
so it
Yeah.
wasn't bad.
Yeah. That sounds about right. Because I got a buddy that like I work with, and his grandma just married someone who lives in the Bahamas. He's like, dude, you want to go? I'm like, heck yeah. He goes, I'll let you go for free, but there's one stipulation. We gotta hunt hogs off my step grandfather, I guess. I don't know. His property. I'm like, dude, I'm in, man.
I'm in. Let's go.
Let's go right now.
That would be muggy, man.
Oh
You
yeah,
you in the jungle. You're not the jungle, but you're in the
yeah.
in the woods down there in the Bahamas. Ooh.
Oh, dude, it's thick, man.
Oh yeah.
It
Oh
is
yeah.
thick. Oh man. So, I guess going into your personal life, not too deep, but if you want to, what do you do for work right now?
I do land. I'm basically just landscaping.
Oh, nice,
Not
nice.
not like the mowing grass type thing, but I
Right.
do outdoor kitchens, retaining walls,
Nice.
um, done a pool, stuff like that, like
Yeah.
the outdoor living
Yeah.
side of things. Yeah,
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's pretty sick, man.
yeah,
It's some good work right there, dude.
yeah.
Hot.
It's fun. It's the summertime sucks.
Yeah.
Um, Summertime sucks. I'm glad I don't live in Florida anymore.
Right?
But Georgia's better, but it ain't much better.
I know what you mean, man.
Oh, exactly. You over in Tennessee. I mean, the
Yeah.
summertime gets hot, man.
Right? Dude,
Oof.
I used to build docks on the Tennessee River.
Oh,
And I remember my first summer out there, dude. I was like 2 weeks in, boom, heat stroke, passed out, just laying there on the barge, like, dude, just
oh, nice.
let me go home, man. And luckily, I had a decent boss at that time, so he's like, "Yeah, you can go home." So one of the guys drove me like an hour back home at lunchtime. But yeah, it ain't fun, man. And yeah, because like now I build tiny homes in like a warehouse, and dude, it almost feels worse sometimes. Even though you're like shaded, dude,
Hmm.
it just gets stuck in there. All that humidity and the
Yeah.
fans always go out. It's just like, bleh.
What do you
But
mean, tiny homes? Like custom or like, the manufactured stuff like that?
oh yeah, no. So like I build custom tiny homes for a company
Okay.
called Wind River,
Okay.
and so yeah, everything's done in house. So I'm one of their framers. So
Oh,
we have like 5 or 4 bays or something like that. Yeah, 5 bays because we build our own trailers in shop. So we have a couple of welders who weld it all up, build it. Then
Okay.
it moves over to our bay where the systems like plumbing and electrical guys will run all their piping and electrical stuff, and then they'll give it to us, and we'll frame it all, and then it'll go to like bay two, where it does like interior and exterior siding, um,
Cool.
and then uh, it'll move on to bay three where they do like all the custom shelves and doors and
Oh,
just make sure everything's perfect.
nice.
Like more like carpenters because we also have our own cabinet shop there
Oh,
as well, and our
everything in
own
house. Nice.
yeah our own painters. We have our own tile guy. Um, like me and this other guy are the spray foamers because we do spray foam installation. So that way it's like really tight and warm, especially when it's cold. But yeah, like everything except the granite countertops is in house. um, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a
That's
lot of
good,
fun.
man.
Yeah, I love it.
That's what I mean. I've been working outside. My dad, he does construction. He's a construction manager.
Oh, nice.
So, and we're building our own, we're building our house, and he's not
Yeah.
the type of person to pay somebody to do it.
Right.
So it's been me and him going at it
Nice.
almost every weekend for God, probably since I was 12. So
Yeah.
nine years ago now. We're just chugging along, man.
Right.
We're getting there. We got half of it done.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
So
Are you gonna do all the what is it? Are you gonna be in charge of doing all the landscaping for it?
probably, yeah. I've already done, because we started doing um, a garage. We started with it's a three-car garage with an upstairs.
Mm,
Well, the back porch, is basically a covering for the underneath, which is like the outdoor living. We got a couch out there and a TV, fire pit stuff. So
right.
I did all that, and I just built about a month ago the outdoor kitchen for out there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
yeah.
That thing's
Of
sick,
course,
man.
free of charge.
Yeah. Your
All
dad
right.
look at you and go, "Hey, son, this is for
Yeah,
room and board."
yeah. I'm like, oh, okay,
Right?
but it's all right.
That's yeah. No, I feel it. I was just out building because our boss because we had a window package come late, so we couldn't do anything, and so our boss needs a new barn for his house, and so we were doing that. I'm like, I forgot what it's like to build a house, man. It's fun, but not fun at the same time.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's always
I
like,
well, you have more fun, doing it, when it's your own thing, because it's like,
yeah,
oh, I don't like
exactly.
this. I'm doing something else.
Right? Well, and like he already has a house. Like he built his own barn dominium kind of house, and
Hmm.
then he did another one because he has a barn already up there. And he's like, well, I want to take half of this barn and use it. So we had to like demo half of it, which dude, I hate demo more than anything else.
Yeah.
And that thing had so many stink bugs in it. Like there was 5 nests of stink bugs, 12 nests of hornets, dude. I was just like, this is ridiculous. We went through like 6 bottles of Raid, man, just trying to fight those guys off.
Yeah. Oof. Not fun. Don't do bugs. No.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Wait. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, there we go. Lost you there for a second. I think it was my
Oh,
Wi-Fi again.
okay. I was about to say
But
I didn't mute that time.
um, so besides
Wi-Fi.
Sorry about that again, man. Dude,
No,
my
you're good.
it's sucking. It's funny. My roommates just texted me. He goes, "They should be good enough for all four of us on it." I'm like, "Well, it ain't doing it, man. It
Uh,
ain't doing it." And so,
it's all right. It happens.
yeah, hopefully, hopefully it'll come back again. But either way, you'll be a hopefully a returning guest on the show in the near
Oh yeah,
future.
totally, totally.
But yeah. So besides Lego, what other hobbies do you do? And obviously, building stuff is one. Um,
Gosh, to be honest, probably nothing much really. I mean,
mm,
because between school and work and Lego, and I have a girlfriend, and
yeah.
that's a lot of time.
Right.
When I do have some time, usually at the end of the day, I like to play some video games sometimes with my buddies.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's probably about it.
No, I feel you, man. I feel you. I love my girlfriend, and
Yeah,
but I like to spend the majority of my free time with her.
yeah, exactly. That's how. That's it. She's at work today, so I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, look, I'm free. Let's do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We have a concert to go to tomorrow, but I got a little side job in the morning. So I
Mm,
gotta bust that out real quick, and then we're leaving to go to the concert at 12. So I'm like,
nice.
rush for time, of course.
No, I feel you. Who you seeing?
George Strait,
Nice, dude. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Where's he performing at?
Mercedes Benz in Atlanta.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
But say,
Yeah.
man, you're close enough. You can make the trip down too.
Right. We're actually going down on Wednesday to go see John Mayer in Atlanta,
Okay,
and
okay,
so I'm super stoked about that because we're both big John Mayer fans.
that's good.
Um, but dude, I would love to see George Strait live. That'd be pretty cool. That'd
It
be pretty
is.
cool.
This is my second time seeing him.
Nice.
Um, for how old he is, I tell you, the guy puts on a show.
Right? Hey,
He
and just
he probably plays every song he's ever written.
really,
I mean, it's a 6 hour concert.
woo!
Yeah.
That's
By the
wild.
end of it, you're wobbling out like, whoa, okay.
I've been standing for 6 hours.
Yeah, this is not good. Can I get a wheelchair? Can someone push me?
Right, dude. Right. Oh man. Oh man. Dude, how are your Braves doing, man?
They're gone. They're out.
No.
They lost to the Phillies.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Yeah, it does. Acuna and all of them, they had I mean a pretty good year, a really good year, and then the Atlanta curse choke.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
It's all
Dude,
right.
that's what we're doing right now. The Dodgers are 0-3 against the Diamondbacks, bro.
Uh,
We are just getting because wait, does MLB do best out of five in the first round?
the first round is best of three.
Oh, okay.
Second round, best of five, and third is best. I want to say either best of five or best of seven.
Okay. Yeah, I think the final yeah best of
Finals
so
best of seven.
yeah, man, that's I remember when they used to do best of seven for all of it.
Yeah, it took so long
It took forever.
for real.
But they end up playing like what? Because in a regular season it's 80 games, right?
Ooh, no, it's more than that, I believe.
Maybe it's 96
162.
in a regular season.
Yeah,
Woo!
in regular season.
Whew. Well, I guess every week you play someone three times,
Yeah,
and that 52 weeks. Yeah, that makes sense in a year.
yeah,
Man, that's crazy.
yeah.
Whew. Dude, I can't
Long.
even imagine playing 162 games.
Yeah, I know. My high
Jeez.
school, geez, we ended up. I think you finished the year at like if you go all the way at like 40, and I
Hmm.
thought that was a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the same thing. That's three every week.
Jeez.
But
Jeez.
obviously for not as long. It only is January to May.
Yeah. 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 So is baseball your main thing, or
Yes,
yeah,
baseball. All growing up since yeah elementary school, all the time. Since my eighth grade year, I had done baseball year round between regular season for school, then summer ball, then fall ball, and then working out and doing stuff.
right?
So I since my eighth grade year for 5 years, I did baseball year round, and I mean
Nice.
it was a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you play club too,
what do you mean?
or like you know how like basketball and foot like has club that goes like they travel or travel ball, I
Oh yeah,
guess.
travel ball. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
travel ball. I did travel
Nice. Nice.
ball. Yeah, that was
Did-
in the summer and in the fall, and
Right.
then during obviously spring was my high school team.
Right. Right. Did you like? I mean, besides obviously, like as a kid, you always had that dream of like I'm gonna play in the MLB. Like,
Yeah.
did that stay all the way? That dream stay all the way through high school,
No,
or did it?
no, no. I didn't even. I could have went to college.
Yeah.
And I was obviously I didn't have a full ride or anything, but
Right.
I was talking to a couple coaches, and they're like, oh, you come on, get a a preferred walk on, or a half scholarship, things like that. But
Right.
it was just it's one of those things to where you're doing it as a job when you go to college, and you ain't getting paid for it.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
they're I have a couple buddies that went that were ahead of me in school,
Hmm.
and they go. I mean, he has to wake up at like 5 in the morning every morning.
Hmm.
He goes. He has a workout. Then has to go to class, and then after his classes, he has to come back, do another workout, then go to practice. Then after practice, you got to do your showers and your recovery and all that stuff, and
Mm.
then you go home, do homework, eat dinner, go to bed, do it all again the next day. So it's
Yeah.
it's not for the weak, and I wasn't committed enough to it.
Sure.
Without had I had a full ride, yeah, I probably would have done it.
Yeah.
But not having that, and I just didn't want to do it, to be honest.
No, I feel like it's like if you don't have that full ride, like you don't get the same benefits like
Yeah,
being like a walk on. Like you go
yep,
through hell
yep,
just to like not make money.
yeah, exactly. And most likely, probably not play a ton.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Unless you're just. But that if you're a stud, then you would have got a full ride. So it's just
Right.
one of those things.
No, for real. For
It's
real,
just one
dude.
of those things.
For real.
But other than baseball, that's about it.
Yeah.
I played basketball a little bit
Yeah.
in elementary school. I played through middle school, and then I got to my freshman year, and I did summer my freshman year because they had like a summer ball sort of practice thing,
Right.
and doing that, I was missing baseball. I was like, being here, I'm missing, on working out and all this other stuff because I can't, do both at the same time. Obviously,
Right.
you're not allowed to.
Exactly.
So I was like, I'd finish that summer out because I wasn't, obviously going to quit in the middle. That's just not, who I am to quit in the middle of something.
Yeah.
So I finished the summer and was like, yeah, that's it. Come August, I'm going back to baseball, and that's what I did. And I haven't never played since.
Yeah.
Obviously, the base, the pickup game with your buddies, but
Right.
nothing ever organized.
No, I feel you. I feel that's like I remember like basketball. They like acted like it was like a god at my school, and I went to like a small private school. Like
Yeah.
we were last in CIF, like in
Uh,
like that distributions of leagues. We were like what
yeah.
6A or something, whatever the lowest thing you can be, because we're
The
just so
lowest is single A. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
yeah,
lowest you can even
yeah.
be, and
We're yeah,
like we like they acted like it was everything,
yeah.
and and that was just because our girls got to double A, I think, or whatever the second level is,
Okay.
and that's just because like I mean it was super, but I remember like football is like my thing. And they finally brought football there, and football season was starting, but they do basketball summer camp thing. I remember like I didn't really show up to the summer thing because it's football season.
Yeah.
And I remember that basketball coach pulled me aside and was like, "How dare you do that?" I'm like, "Do what?" He goes, "How dare you put football over basketball? Like that is just not what we do here. That's not our team statement." I go, "Dude, this is summer ball. This is
Yeah.
football is my thing, man. When it's basketball season, I will give you 120%.
Yeah.
But when it's not, I'm not going to. I'm going to do my sport that I love." And
Yeah.
that guy, he tried whatsoever to like make my life hell playing basketball for him, man.
Uh,
But
I hated coaches like that, man.
right, right.
Hated coaches. But
It's
it
that's
is what it
that's
is. It is what it is. Yeah, no, our school, it was real. It was all football, and our football team sucks.
yeah,
Sucks. We've been decent the past couple years, but they were all, always been all about football, all about football.
yeah,
Um, and our baseball team, we were decent. We made it, first round of playoffs and then lost or whatever. But then finally, the baseball team showed up, and that was my sophomore year, and
yeah.
we should have went all the way, to be honest.
I feel you.
We ended up losing in the fourth round to
Oh,
the eventual state champions
oh,
by they that was their first loss their entire season.
oh man.
Yeah, but just to a bad call.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we lost the game 1-0, and a one of the umpires called one of our home runs back.
Yeah.
The home run to tie the game. He called it back because he said he had time or whatever. So
What?
yeah, yeah, it was pretty stupid.
That is that is like the lamest thing ever.
Stupid. Yep. But that would have been, that's the tie and run, and at that point, it could have been anybody's ball game.
Yeah. And dude, that sits with you for a while, man.
It did. It's
Oh,
we came in this. We didn't go to school the next day.
oh, I bet, dude.
We play.
I bet.
Our games were always, you do a single game on no, what was it? There was Monday, Tuesday. You play one game Monday, one game Tuesday, then one game Thursday.
Yeah.
And so we came in. None of us came in that Friday, and Monday we come in, and everyone, just was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry on all this," and it was just one of those things like you wanted to cry.
Right?
I mean, you were because we were almost there. I mean, we made region champs.
Oh,
That's the farthest our school's ever been,
yeah.
and we were a round away from the state championship. So
Oh,
it's all right. It happens.
yeah.
What can you do?
Right? It's like sometimes you just sit there like, man, I wish I just got blown out instead of like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
but yeah, oh, man. That reminds me, like, because like in our basketball, like we made it to third or fourth round in playoffs, and we had to travel like 4 hours up north just to go play this school. And we got like this huge rainstorm that came in, like mudslides, like water slide, well, whole 9 yards, because they lifted up a big drive. That like yeah, we can't get you up here. They're like, and we can't put you in a hotel, so we're just gonna have to turn back around. We're like, oh. Then like just an 8 hour car ride, and then like we turn around on Saturday, head up there that night. We go to play them, dude. They hit every single 3-pointer that any of their dudes shot, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And the coach came up to us afterwards, and he goes, "We just want you to know that never happened in our life." He's like, "I'm just as surprised as you guys, and I'm very sorry." I was like, oh, "Come on, man, don't rub the salt in the wound, man. I just want to go home."
yeah.
Uh, oh, but man, sports makes you who you are, man. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. I love sports though.
Yeah, I do too.
But
Big Bulldogs fan.
oh really?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. But
you
that
can't
being,
not be at this point.
that's true. That's true. That's true. I feel you, man. Although I used to be a USC fan when I was in California, and that was not mainly because I watched them, but mainly because like my grandpa was the first one to graduate from pharmacy school there, and so like there's family ties. But when I came out here, man, I'm sorry to say it, I became a Vols fan, man. I love that orange baby.
Oh God, no, no. Why? I
Right,
don't
man.
understand.
Hey, man. It is what it is.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Listen, you may have beat Alabama, but you know
right,
it doesn't matter at this point.
right. And I will say this though. I loved what the Alabama coach said when we beat them last year. Uh, he was like, "Yeah, you guys should celebrate when you finally do something. When you finally beat us for once." I
Yeah,
was like, "Dang, bro, that was pretty smooth. It's pretty
yeah.
smooth." But diving into some Lego, we've seen some pretty good leaks though, man.
Oh,
We've,
absolutely.
we've seen some pretty dang good leaks.
I'm trying.
Besides
What's
the,
my
I was gonna say, besides the battle pack, what's gonna be your favorite, man?
invisible hand?
Invisible Hand.
Yep, yep.
How so?
Um, because I don't know why, but recently I've become a big fan of the MIDI scale ships.
Ah.
I've got the Super Star Destroyer sitting on my shelf right next to me, and it's just you know bad A looking. And I ended up spending the money, and I bought the San Diego Comic Con exclusive, the
Oh,
Nebulon.
nice.
So
Yeah.
once that gets here, it's gonna go up next to it,
Heck
and then
yeah.
hopefully or obviously when the invisible hand comes out, I'm gonna get that and put that up there, and maybe if they do a mini scale Venator, not sure, but if they
Yeah.
do, it'll go up there as well. Because I think this is our first, yeah, this is our first invisible hand,
Yeah. Yeah.
or our
Good.
first whatever type of ship that is. I don't know.
Well, they made one that was in the Malevius. Didn't they make that?
They made the Malevolence, yeah,
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
yeah, but that
Um,
different kind of ship.
right. Yeah. No, definitely.
I haven't seen that set in forever.
Right?
I did like it though. It was a
Yeah, it
pretty
was
good set.
cool. It came with some good figures, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Grievous. That's where you got the original Clone Wars Padme.
Right. Oh, that
And
like her face looks completely like smushed.
yeah. Yeah, Anakin, Padme, Grievous, Dooku, and two battle droids.
Dang, man, that's a good lineup right there.
Yeah, it is. It's not. I mean, obviously, it's not a set that you could really do anything with besides put it,
Right.
up on a shelf. But it's cool looking.
Yeah. Dude, how do you feel about the what's this called? The Crossy Road sets.
I have not seen that.
Yeah, they're bringing them in. I mean, I probably won't get them just because like I have no affiliation with Crossy Roads, but I
I
feel
have.
like on Bricklink there's going to be some nice pieces for sale though.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. I've only really paid attention to the Star Wars leaks, and of course, the Avengers Tower I saw.
Right, dude. That I kind of want to just get that thing just for the pieces, man.
Yeah,
And it
and
looks,
the minifigures too.
yeah, that's true. I feel like it looks bigger than what it's actually gonna be though. Like, cause when you look at it, it looks like it's just on a green base plate, like just a 32 by 32.
Um, let's see.
But
I'll pull it up.
you get 31 figures in this thing, dude.
It's gonna be a hefty price tag.
Oh yeah, dude. I wonder if it'll cost just as much as the UCS. Oh, what's that called? Um, AT
Oh yeah,
like at 850, man. That it might because it comes with two ships, 30 figures, and a big old build.
yeah. It looks to be bigger. I think it's as wide as a green base plate, a 32 by 32, but it's
Yeah,
definitely longer.
that's true. Yeah.
It looks. I'd say probably maybe like a 32 by 48 or something like
Mm,
that. But I don't. They don't have a plate to
yeah.
that size,
No,
unless it's on a road plate. They could do it on like one of the Lego road plates.
that's true. Yeah, this thing is definitely going to be at least $650.
Oh,
I mean,
easy.
there's 5,200 pieces, so even then they're going to mark it up another $100. Just even if you're doing every thousand pieces is $100, you could say.
Yeah.
Like they're definitely going to mark it up another 100. Then yeah, it's going to be that's going to be a hefty price tag right there. But I'm also kind of excited about the Orient Express train from Lego Ideas, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is because I like the train sets, but I never got any except from like one time when I was a kid. They gave me like the old original ones where you had that like rectangular control box with the orange dial. That's how you control the train.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty cool. But I'm excited for like a new train. But I don't know if it'll come with any tracks though, besides it just sitting on a display model. But
Um,
this is
I'm
one
not
like they went like
sure.
full out on the interior. It looks good.
Yeah. There's I must say that Lego with the higher price sets, their interiors are starting to become a little better. Like
Yeah,
the British jet, the
yeah,
Concorde or the Concordia, whatever it is. That interior is very good. And like
right.
parts wise, like what they use to accomplish, that designer gets, a gold star. That was
Definitely.
he did a fantastic job.
Hey, but as we know, Lego will like fire them and let them go.
Yeah,
Too
probably.
much goodness.
Yeah, probably.
But I'm kind of excited. I mean, they're gonna make the Tantive 4 hallway.
Oh
I
yeah,
I'm stoked about that,
as
dude.
the display set. Yeah.
Because I wish they would do a little like homage to like in the Lego Star Wars game with that the red rebel that
Oh yeah,
I hope they do that, but I don't.
Rebel friend,
Yeah,
Rebel friend. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
for sure.
Um,
I'd love that.
then what is it? Then they're gonna do another R2D2. I mean, we
The
already have one, but
Yeah.
I don't know about that. But
What
then
is
they're
that?
also
What is that
what?
other set? The one from the video game or something? It's
Oh,
just
what?
the Star Wars set.
Which one? I'm trying to
Uh,
think of what you're talking about.
I'm not sure. It's one of the new leaks or one of the new. It should be on your list.
Oh, the beginning the anniversary figures for 25
Yeah,
years.
yeah, I think so.
Oh, because they're doing the add the figures in for the 25 years of Clone Wars or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because we'll be getting Art Troopers 5 with the Tantive 4, Darth
yep.
Malik with the R2D2.
I don't understand how that's Clone Wars, but
Right? It makes no sense whatsoever.
yeah, but whatever. Fives will be interesting.
Yeah, right?
Fives. I'm assuming, since we got a printed Rex head, we're gonna get a printed Fives head with the mustard, the beard.
Yeah,
Um, but I don't know. I'm interested to see what they do.
right?
Because as we, helmet holes, if they're
Yeah,
gonna give him, what they're gonna do for a backpack and a
yeah,
pauldron, because he is an ARC trooper, he deserves to have a pauldron.
right?
Um, they're most likely going to do the printed waistcape, sadly.
Yeah.
But
I,
I don't
I
know.
I would be okay with the printed waistcape if it was 360, but I know Lego isn't going to do 360.
No, I just with all the figs that have the printed wastegapes, I've just slapped on, an actual one because I'm like,
Yeah,
this looks better.
right, right. It looks like they're going to do a natural history museum,
Yeah,
which could be cool, but I feel like people are going to get that and make something completely else with all the parts, like they did with the Coliseum and stuff like that. Um, but I'm surprised they did a deal with Dune. Although I guess Dune is made by Disney, right?
yes.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I guess. Oh, what's her name? The from Star Wars? Or not from Star Wars, but Spider Man that played Mary Jade in the newest one. Um, oh, who's that actress? I can't think of what her name is. Oh, what was it?
Um.
In like the newest Spider Mans.
Oh. I know who you're talking about.
She's getting another figure of herself, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
And so was Jason Momoa, I guess. I'm kind
Yeah.
of excited because I'm somewhat of a Batman fan. I'm kind of excited to see the new Gotham City because they're going to do a set on that, and
Yeah.
I feel like that could be really cool.
For sure.
Oh,
There's
interesting.
also. Sorry. Go ahead.
They're saying that the Avengers Tower is going to be $525.
Huh.
I don't know about that one. I feel like they're going to change the price at the last minute,
They're
but
gonna up it.
that's kind of cool though. If it is, that might be more enticing for myself to get,
Yeah.
especially for the parts.
There's also the Star Wars Skeleton Crew set.
The Skeleton Crew set.
Yes.
What's that one? I'm gonna
It
look that up.
is a it's a new live action series. It just says Skeleton Crew ship.
Oh, right. This is like before. Is this before? What's it?
Taking place in the same time frame as Mandalorian.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I thought it was before. Like if it was in the old Republic, that's what it seemed like. But
Oh,
because I thought it was based off the acolyte, I think something like that
okay.
from that
Yeah.
book series. That's what I thought, but
No.
I guess not.
There's that ship. Then there's also the Millennium Falcon.
Hmm.
I don't
The
think this one is.
Tantive is coming. They're
Yeah,
doing
there's
that
the
again.
Panther. Yeah. I believe. Yeah, the Falcon doesn't come. This says March.
Yeah.
The Tantive, I'm not sure if I might get. Depends on how well it scales with the
Yeah.
Nebulon. Because that's just a mini scale ship, nothing
Right.
massive. This list here also has Grogu's Escape.
Really?
Not yeah. This one is for in May. This one says May 24.
Huh.
Yeah. Kelleran Beck's Rescue of Grogu. Says set will likely include Grogu and Kelleran, as well as a small speeder and a couple clone troopers.
Dude, that would be sick. I
Yeah,
would love that.
yeah. And then there's the R2D2, of course. And then this also has the Boonta Eve pod race,
Really?
a diorama set. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming the speeders would probably be midi scale.
True. That'd be cool though.
$76 in May.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, there's two more. There's the Tantive hallway that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
There is also an 18 plus Droidica, is what it says. Like the
Huh.
old Technic model, I
Oh
guess.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
yeah. Um, yeah, that says May for 65. And then the last one is the Crimson Firehawk from that new kid Star Wars show with Yoda and those younglings.
Oh yeah. The revamp of basically Yoda Chronicles.
Yeah, young Jedi adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a ship from that coming.
What do you think of the UCS Venator?
Oh gosh, I love it.
Right?
I saw it. I was able to see it in person. I just went to the Lego store recently, and they were building it to put it on display. And I was just sitting there looking at it, and he's like, "It's cool, isn't it?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "He's like, you want to pick it up?" And I was like, "Yes,
How
yes."
heavy was it?
It's pretty heavy.
Oh, I figured.
It's pretty heavy. I mean,
I
for a
figured.
Lego set, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
Um, I already have the Rex minifigure. You know, there was that factory leak.
Uh huh.
So I bought the Rex figure for 40.
Oh, nice. That's
Um,
good. Off
yeah,
Bricklink or from a seller on
no, from
Instagram?
seller on Instagram. The
Nice.
the Bricklink price, I'd have to pull that up. I'm interested
Dude,
to
it's
see.
like on eBay they're selling them for 75. I'm like, no,
Jeez,
no,
no, I
no.
want to get Yularen just just to have him because he's a
Right?
because I think that's our first Clone Wars officer.
Mm-hmm. It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
It is.
So obviously, I don't think the torsos are that much different versus the Imperial one, but
No. That's why like I think it's cool to have him, but I feel like I might just buy his head and his hair piece because I have so many officers that I can just stick them on there.
yeah.
But at the same time, I like being like a purist with it.
Is is the torso? Do they vary at all?
um, that's a good question.
Like if it's the same one,
Right?
I could I don't believe it's yeah, right here. Okay. I think it's different.
Yeah, his badge symbols are different.
Yeah, his badge. Yeah, there's not another fig with those badges.
Yeah. But then
Okay.
again, someone's definitely going to make a third party's definitely going to make that torso so people can. Oh, and plus his boots, he has like a what's that called? Like 3D printing around, so it looks like he has boots on.
Oh yeah. Those are just dual molded legs though. You can get
Yeah,
those. Yeah, you can get those fine. It's just that torso.
yeah,
Let me see. Yeah, the Imperial versus the Republic version just varies slightly.
yeah,
I do believe the Minifig Co. has um, a Republic captain already, or whatever his
yeah.
admiral. So you could do that. You could go that route and just get the head and hair.
Right. I do like the gift of purchase though with the Venator that you get, but I think I like it mainly for the card that you get, not necessarily the patches. Like it would have been cool if like they were just like hard plastic or like hard steel that like the
Yeah,
like little chips. But because I'm like it's so valuable because you're paying $650 for that almost,
yeah.
and I'm not gonna take that out of the package and put it on my hat.
No, no.
uh, that's the thing that'll sit on my display shelves and get dust on.
Hmm.
What do you think of the new Viking set though, dude?
I've heard about it. I have not seen it.
Dude, it is awesome. It's only $130, dude. I told my girlfriend like I want that for my birthday because my birthday's
Which
next month. I'm
one?
like, that's what
Which
I
one
want.
is it?
The Viking Village.
Viking Village. Oh, 130. I see it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
dude, it is. It looks awesome. I want it
Yeah.
so bad.
I
So
must
hopefully,
say it looks good, but it doesn't beat Rivendell.
oh no no no, not at all.
No way.
Rivendell scale and how many figures you get with it is amazing. Is amazing. And I feel like
So,
that's why Lego probably couldn't put it at a higher price, like at $230, because it doesn't meet up with how Rivendell's size was and how many
yeah.
figures you get.
Rivendell just I mean that was just fantastic. Like
Yeah,
it honestly does not look that much like a Lego set.
no, it looks
Like
like a beautiful display model, man.
yeah, like if you had like a mock builder or somebody just come mod this a little bit, around the edges just so everything
Yeah.
flows just a little smoother. Yeah, dude, easy.
Oh yeah. Well,
But
and
I
like
won't be spending the money to get that.
right, but but the scale of it, it's just beautiful. Like whoever
Yeah.
designed that or the people that designed that did awesome. Like with the amount of ways you can like I guess for lack of words like play with it
Yeah.
or display it,
Yeah.
dude, it was just
Yeah.
amazing. Amazing.
The roof is super cool too.
Yeah.
I mean, forget placing all the one by one tiles like that, but
Right?
it looks good.
Right? That's like how people felt with like the Pac-Man set, which like I thought was cool because you can play with it and like
Yeah.
play the game somewhat. But I'm like, dude, the amount of Technic pins you have to put in that dang thing is not worth the price for me, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
The brick built chairs in the Rivendell set are really cool too.
Yeah, didn't they
with
use like
the
the hot dog wiener or
yeah
something like
they
that?
use the hot dog, and then the popsicle is the headrest.
Right.
Interesting. Not bad. Not bad. Can't say I've ever watched Lord of the Rings, but
Dude, it's a if you get the chance to, man, I highly suggest. How much was the Rivendell set? Like 530?
yeah, I think that's what it just said. Yeah, 500.
And like it's like the fact that they did it nearly like a freeform mock too.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, they did good on that one.
Yeah, they did, man. Oh, it's so beautiful. Like just like every little nook and cranny has something. You know, I'm just although I wish they did instead of so many dang stickers. I wish they actually did like printed parts.
Lego's always been cheap
Right? Like
printed parts and stuff, so whatever.
right? Like if I mean if you're already gonna pay $530 for it, like might as well pay
Yeah.
like the extra $100 for not for printed pieces. I mean,
Yeah.
oh, I like the light kits that people get with them.
From where? What is that? Light My Bricks? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. One of those
Yeah.
people. I was just like, oh, it's so good. But I think my favorite ever was with the Beyond the Brick video where someone built Rivendell like 2 scale minifigure scale.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that thing was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
I remember that as a kid. I wanted to try building that. I'm like, I don't have the pieces for that.
Yeah. No kidding.
Oh. Well, I hear some Star Wars there.
Oh.
Duel of the Fates.
It, it
No,
was.
that
It
was
was.
something else.
No, it was. It was Duel of Fates.
That's
It
fun.
is a TikTok.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. Well, we're at an hour and 20. So I'm gonna wrap this up here. But
All right.
dude, thanks for being a special guest on this, man. It's been
Absolutely,
awesome
man.
to get in to talk to you and share some time with you, and definitely look forward to having you be a guest again on this show. And hopefully one day we will see each other at a convention, maybe at a Atlanta Brick Con or something.
Yeah,
That'd be
something
pretty
like that.
sick, man.
I'll
That'd be
be
pretty
at Virginia this year, so
Oh, so wait, when is that? When is Virginia?
there's two now. They have upped it to two. So there's one in
Wow,
March and there's one in August.
gotcha. Wait, where's the? Do you have the link for that?
Oh yes, I can pull it up.
Okay, you
I'll
definitely
send it
got.
to you after this.
Sweet. Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Well, man, it's been great talking to you, and I look forward to talking to you again, man.
Yep, sounds good.
Sweet.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, man. Have a great day. Enjoy that George Strait live concert, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll see you later.
See you.